Week 6 of the NFL. And we'll see Quay Walker. He's been one of his team's best defenders all season, with 11 sacks so far this year. It's the Voyagers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Voyagers of Virginia Beach taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for visiting Virginia Beach, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ready up. Come on, set. Set, go.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready?
Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, set.
Algier going straight ahead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Hut, hut.
Going play action. Ritter. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give to Algier on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Ritter. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Down.
So this is 2nd and 5.
Check pink.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play call right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Check white. Opposite. Green. Switch. Yellow.
Ritter headed right off the option. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready, ready.
first down. Richardson. Little short pass here to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Richardson to the air on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Voyagers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Dumps this one, and I think the ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a give for Hillman running right. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this... Tom, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Richardson. Out to his left. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll run here with Hillman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. That look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of his. And the Voyagers are once again back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stick with Algier. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
43 rail. Ready.
Algier now up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Stopped at his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yellow, line. Blue, check. Check pink. Check white.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Nifty move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson from 8 yards out. And the Voyagers have yet again retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning defensive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Algier with another carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, set.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check. Check pink. Check white. Ready, go.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it?
The ball is out. Camaro fumbled it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now If you're an offensive player, you go through ball.
Touchdown! Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Voyagers are able to stretch out their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
Set, ready. .52 blasters.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Set.
First down. Here's Ritter. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Voyagers continue to pull away here this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter has it knocked down, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline, or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. On the opposite end, what an impressive first half performance.
And partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On first down, Ritter throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Ritter. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it will come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Oh, he shifts past him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
36 yards on the play. So we've reached half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Taking it about the 1. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. With this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Okay, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Check that. Rig it. Let go.
They'll run with Hillman here to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Voyagers just continue to roll. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Here we go, set.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line.
Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ritter has it knocked down. It's going the other way. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Go get him now. Let's be smart. They can't miss. Here we go. See what we got.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Richardson to throw off play action. Steps away. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Voyagers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Here's Algier again on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Check pink. Check white.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hardman on the return. And some strong running. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Voyagers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Chark. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ritter. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Hillman again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. There he goes, left side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 75 yards. And the Voyagers have got it on cruise control. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. And that flag accepted.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 9.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow, black swap, Smith, red.
Now a toss left side for Algier. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Okay, right.
Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 75.
And the Voyagers extend their lead yet again.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. DJ Chark.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready?
Algier will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Still going. They can't stop him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now Hillman, he has been active this afternoon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll look to run with Hillman. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Voyagers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Falcons now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Ritter. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now inside the 25. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive cord.
And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Voyagers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
Set, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
At the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ritter has it knocked down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's to the 15. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
On the set.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Hi.
Going play action. Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey.
Ritter from the gun. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ritter now.
On the check down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw, Ritter.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate this a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their...
Taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads